switching gears to one of our favorite topics at the Brand Safety Summit, which is clean or dirty supply chains. So people talk about using the blockchain as a potential solution to follow transactions, follow custody, and are we going to, how are we going to use? So how do you feel about the idea of, and again, it's nice because you're an outside view. You're not in the industry. Do you think the blockchain is going to help clean up the supply chain in digital or in general?
So I think it will, to the extent of, I think blockchains are great for traceability, for having sort of an immutable ledger of record going back to the point of where that asset or currency was originally issued.
Yep.
And then being able to see, cross ledger of who interacted with that. And then you have these services like, that provide analytics on top that annotate addresses and get, reasonably well sort of probabilities on like who this address might be belonging to. So I think that's sort of been very, very helpful overall, especially on more kind of financial concepts like AML. I think it's coming to supply chain and sort of especially NFT concepts very, very soon as well. The same service providers have this expertise and they're deploying it on this side. I think on a more kind of traditional supply chain basis, blockchains have been used, for doing more tracing. Some of the earlier attempts were about like federated blockchains that didn't sort of use sort of open systems, and so they were really just for suppliers that were along the chain. And what we found was that they got to kind of proof of concept, but sort of didn't sort of take off after that. Mm-hmm. And I think that the argument was, well, then why not just use a database instead? And I think there's some merit to it, and so there's certain technological challenges that like they're working through. But I think the power of being able to use open ledgers and being able to kind of trace transactions all the way back to source and then annotate across it, there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. I've been watching that space for a while, and I think that there's been a lot of hope that the blockchain is going to solve everything. And all of a sudden, but I think that for our industry, it's run into the stumbling block is there's so many transactions happening in milliseconds that it's almost too fast to print to the blockchain. And so that's when so there's large contracts can work, but maybe the small ones.